That's pretty.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order. It is 8:17, I would say, 8:16, 8:17.
8:13.
And this is, we're starting with the annual meeting of the library board, Monroe Free Library Board. I'm calling the meeting to order, and we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is behind us.
Brought it in on purpose.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's much better with the flag.
Yeah,
I agree.
it feels more
Yes.
real, doesn't it? All right, could I have a motion to adopt the agenda of the annual meeting?
Make a motion.
Casey makes a motion, 2 seconds. Susan seconds. All in favor, say aye. All right, unanimous. The disposition of the minutes of the previous meeting. Did you all have a chance to look at the meeting? And can I have a motion to?
So I wasn't here for the meeting, so what do I do? Do I just
Abstain.
Okay, cool.
I'll make a motion.
Melissa said she can't hear anything.
Minutes from the last meeting.
All right,
Who seconded the motion for the annual meeting?
Susan,
Oh, that was me.
the agenda, yeah. So Terry's making a motion to accept the position of the minutes. Who's making a second? Nicole seconds. All in favor? Okay, 5 in favor, 1 abstention, no nays. All right, we have the presentation of the slate of trustees, which is John Fontana, Terry Schomer, and Susan Tomasky, I'm sorry. My apologies, I hate it when I mispronounce his names. So we have 3 people running for the position, 3 seats. And since we don't have the secretary here, I will designate myself to cast 1 ballot for the candidates. Do we have a second? Casey seconds. All in favor? We all wait, we vote for ourselves? Sure, why not? Yeah, who else is gonna do it? Right? And if you don't think you're good enough candidate, right, there you go. All right. And thank you for volunteering once again to be a member of the board. Your service is very much appreciated. And the presentation of the slate of officers, it is myself, Patricia Carlin Shanley for president, Carol Connell Cannon for vice president, Casey Auerbach for treasurer, and Diane Egan for secretary, unless we have some nominations from the floor. Nobody's dying to do this.
Please, anybody?
No, you can't leave. All right, so without any opposition, I will cast 1 vote for the slate of officers. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Casey seconds. All those in favor? All right, it's unanimous. And so unless there's no other business, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the annual meeting.
Make the motion.
Second, Terry, or John seconds. All right, we'd like to get somebody else in here. All in favor? All right, it's unanimous.
All of our meetings should be beneficial.
Yeah, shouldn't they?
Okay, good night, everybody.
It was so
Good welfare, let's
easy.
see that.
Okay, so now we have to vote, I don't think we have to do the Pledge of Allegiance again, but I'm now going to call the board, the general meeting for the month of January to order.
I'm sorry. Who seconded the motion? to adjourn the annual meeting.
Oh, you did.
Maybe I should give this job up.
No, not tonight.
Let's slow down.
I should know you're not allowed to give up jobs.
No, it's a forever position. So I need an amendment, a motion to adopt the agenda. Susan, second.
I'll second.
Terry seconds, all in favor? All right, we have an agenda. Public comment. Any public comment? No? No? Okay.
Yeah, would you slow down, please?
We'll slow down now, John. All right, we have the direct.
No comment? Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. Okay,
Oh, hi, Elizabeth.
Yep,
Oh,
we
wherever
have
you are.
Elizabeth, Melissa, Susan, and Mike Magan.
Oh,
nice.
wonderful.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Pat. Hey, everyone. I hope you are doing well and you had a good new year.
You too.
Okay, so a lot happened in December. Our holiday material is still active. Thank you, Melanie, for that stat. She shared a stat that out of our 271 holiday items, 171 went out. We had 31 new card signups for online. Our community rooms continue to be popular. Last month, 33 for room A reservations, official reservations, and 33 reservations for room B. This year is a year for Year of the Arts. January is mixed media. And if you haven't had a chance to look, we started our mixed media community mural in the lobby where we're encouraging our community to share something about their favorite winter memory or what they want to do this winter. So far, we have some things up there like people want to drink hot cocoa and the snow and go sledding. So we're excited to fill up that wall with our community mural. The committee also submitted a conference proposal for a local conference to share our experiences of putting together a year-long series. So we hope to hear back.
Which conference is it?
It's the Southeastern, it's called CENICON, Southeastern Conference, New York. It's local.
Southeastern Resources
Yeah,
Council?
yeah.
South Cellular.
Yes, there you go. That's it. So we'll see. We're supposed to hear back at the end of the month. So we're excited about that. There's a few trustee trainings that RCLS is providing. There's one tomorrow about board governance. February 2nd, there's one about advocacy, and February 7th, there's one about open meeting law. If you look at the online version of my report, all the links to register for those are in the report.
Can you remind us what the annual requirement is for trustees?
2 hours. So you have to have 2 hours of continuing education on top of your sexual harassment training. So at the previous meeting, I shared that I can do in-house training now that I'm certified. So we could do, one hour training or a half-hour training throughout the year to make up those 2 hours, or you could attend some of these online trainings as well.
I
And
looked at the online trainings
Yeah.
and I'm in the middle of
the
ghetto,
timing,
yeah.
right? Yes.
And they're not
yes.
recorded, so I
Right.
can't. take
Some of them are recorded, so you all now have access to Niche Academy.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
too.
my
I signed up.
understanding that Jen Park from RCLS is making a little section in there for trustee training specifically, and it is my understanding that you can participate in. I think it says was accepted. I'll have to confirm that. So the policy, I think, says format of this education will include lectures, workshops, webinars, online. It doesn't say anything about pre-recorded. So I'll have to follow up if you could do any pre-recorded. So we'll see.
Are these trainings, this is trustee training Tuesdays, the first Tuesday of every month?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It sounds like it might be, but I'm not. They release their a month at a time. I can see, future tests what they're going to offer in the months to come. So
Did you get the
certificates for John Early.
No, I got your certificate. I didn't get your certificate, John.
John left his
Did you
on
get
your
mine?
desk.
I got yours. I'll have to look again. I
Is
don't
that the
see it.
sexual harassment?
Mhm.
'Cause I
I'll
saw
try
it on
to
the
do
desk
it
from you.
before I leave.
Um,
Excuse me, Amanda,
Yeah.
what, if we decided as a board that we wanted to do it
Mhm.
before a meeting, if people think that's a good idea,
right.
what program would you be offering
It's
us?
up to you guys what you want to do. So there's 5 different modules. I wouldn't recommend orientation because you guys are seasoned. There's orientation, there's advocacy, there's effective 7 habits of effective board members, financial planning,
Governance
legal
was one that
governance
I
and
was
legal legal aspects of being a board of
I
trustees.
think governance and what was the second one?
Advocacy.
Advocacy, I think would benefit them the most.
Yeah, I do too. And is that a half hour or an hour?
So the way that they are currently set up is they're set up to be 30-minute trainings to make up 2 hours. So it's a 2-hour training broken up into 30-minute blocks. I could see if I could condense it if you wanted to do both, but you can do more than your allotted 2
Mhm.
hours. You don't need to do just 2 hours. That's just a minimum requirement.
Yeah.
In general, I think it would be beneficial for them.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Especially, with everything that's going on between upcoming votes, between
Right.
the construction, between everything that's going
Right.
on. Knowing what we're able to do politically and what
Right.
the role of the Friends needs to be
Mhm.
and understanding where those fine lines are. And
Yeah.
also, as Terry suggested, knowing the governance,
Mhm.
the governance and knowing the laws and the structure and
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
everything should be
And
set up.
this can be done via webinar or Zoom. So it can happen outside of a board meeting. If you guys said this date works for us, it doesn't have to be open to the public. It's just a training. So it could be a separate date that you guys select on your own that works for you.
That would be easier to do it by Zoom, I think, for
Right.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would probably be easier for everybody.
It would, yeah.
Okay, you guys let me
Great.
know when,
Okay.
and we can make it happen.
Great.
You want to, do we want to start with advocacy? What were you thinking?
Which one's more pressing right now? Do we need to make changes to this, to our structure, or do we have, do we have fundraising needs coming up quicker?
Governance.
Governance. There it is.
All right, so I'll send out some
Let's say
dates,
that's why we asked the question.
and you guys will let me know, and then we can schedule it.
Great.
Okay, good.
Thank
All right.
you, Amanda. That's so much easier.
I 28. Thank you for your constructive feedback. I appreciate it.
And as long as we're speaking about that, I just would like for the rest of the whole board to hear what was in the sign sheet that Amanda, Carol, and I signed off on as far as her performance review went. Since this is this is being recorded, I'd like the community to hear what we think of our director.
Thank you.
So, I have here, Amanda Permiano was appointed Executive Director of the Monroe Free Library by the Board of Trustees in April of 2021. She completed her first full year in that position as of April 2022. In that short time, she has accomplished much. With an emphasis on customer service, she created a marketing plan aimed at reaching a broader audience in the community, brought new and innovative programs to the library, and developed a relationship with local schools to encourage students to obtain library cards, which entailed cooperating with neighboring librarians. She also established working relationships with many entities in the community, such as Museum Village and the YMCA, as well as local government. She has sustained a pleasant and cooperative work environment for and with the staff and the trustees. She encourages her staff and trustees to enlarge their view and skills by engaging in library-related courses. She led the development of the library's 5-year plan and long-range goals to a successful conclusion. The Board of Trustees is exceedingly pleased with Amanda Permiano's performance. We look forward to the next steps Ms. Permiano will take to forward the mission of the Monroe Free Library.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
Uh,
So with that, I have developed 3 goals that I'd like to accomplish in the upcoming year. The first one is to develop and facilitate a small business entrepreneur month at MFL. This is going to include getting speakers in, working with the chamber, doing trainings to let the business owners know what type of resources the library has to offer. This includes our business-focused databases, our collections, our digital resources, our 3D printers, the one-on-one support that they get from our Book a Librarian service. It's going to include a range of things that, it'll have opportunity for businesses to come together to talk about being a small business, an entrepreneur. We also have some people in our community who specialize in public speaking. I might see if I can tap them and see if they'd be willing to present a program to facilitate. Maybe some entrepreneurs are looking to work on their pitch. So I'm excited about that goal. My next goal is to research and explore the possibility of completing the Sustainable Libraries Initiative certification. It's still very mysterious what exactly is entailed in completing this certification because the checklist is proprietary. So there's a few steps. I didn't want to say complete the certification. I wanted to make sure that it's
Possibly.
that it's worth it for us. So this is going to include talking to the representative from the initiative, reaching out to local libraries who are already started this process. I know my friend at Pearl River, she has started it, so I'm going to reach out to her, see what her experience has been like, and then talk to her and then invite her to a board meeting. I've already spoke with the rep and she said she'd be happy to come to a board meeting and explain to you what it's entailed, and then we can decide together what to pursue.
What's the name of the program?
It's called the Sustainable Libraries Initiative certification.
Like high level draw and then like the accreditation, being able to put the initials after our name. Is there like, do we get money for it? Do we?
I don't
do we
100%.
get easier grant access?
It might be. We might be able to get.
Take a breakfast.
I think we might be able to get something back in that sense. I mean, they don't offer anything like that, but we will be able to.
Initiative certification.
Yeah. We will be able to probably, have a leg up on certain grants because of the fact that we are certified. Also, I attended a panel through RCLS of people who are going through the process, and the one woman said it created such goodwill in the community that the community became so engaged with the library because that was something that they were passionate about. So they saw the library doing it, and they kind of came on board and started working with the library and being more involved in the library. So that aspect is really appealing to me to draw people in that haven't maybe stepped foot in the library in a while.
And didn't you say that you had learned or knew that there was that kind of feeling in this community?
Yeah. So there is right now there's a real momentum and an interest in preserving Monroe right now, and I think this would go a long way. I think we have a lot of people interested in sustainable anything in Monroe right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this would be something that our community would be drawn to.
It's also ALA supported, isn't it?
ALA,
they recommended
ALA and them just went into like a partnership together where they're offering a course, and the people from the organization are collaborating with them to offer training and resources. Yeah. RCLS is also in the process of doing it as well to become certified. So it's a lot of local libraries are in the process. And the good thing about it is there's no deadline. Like you don't have to do it like in a year. There's some libraries that it's going to take them a little longer to do it. I just want to make sure it's a right fit for us. My biggest concern is how much is it going to cost us to do it. So we'll see. And then my last goal is to, which is a little loftier, is to establish a working relationship with the village and town officials through a multifaceted approach, which includes a marketing packet, inviting them for a tour to the library to meet our staff, meet with them to discuss ways to enhance our collaboration and participate in more town and village functions. This packet could include what does our process look like? You know, a list of our org chart, our board of trustees, an explanation of, you know, by the numbers. Definitely our annual report, but I'd love to get a little bit more nitty gritty on how we're serving their community.
Yeah.
You know, we are serving the same
Absolutely.
community. So now whether or not how it's received, I don't know, but I want to try at least, and I want to put it out there that, you know, we are serving the same community in
Very
different
important.
ways. Yeah. So those are my 3 goals. Also attached was just a brief overview of what we achieved in our long range plan in 2022. It was just a very high level of what was achieved, and then a very high level of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be focusing on in 2023. As you know, our keeper has given her notice. We've already posted the position, and we're going to be holding interviews in the next week. The next thing I wanted to talk about is petition signatures and our 2023 budget increase. I mean, I know it's only January, but I feel like we learned a lot from last year, and I feel like we need to start the process a little earlier. I feel like we started it too late, especially this year, considering we have to collect a minimum of 6,984.
Not 6,000.
No, 700.
Right, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
don't know why.
Don't freak us out,
Wait,
Amanda.
that heart just fell through the floor. Yeah, really. They're like, all right,
I'm
so next
sorry,
topic.
I'm going.
Standing in front of
No,
ShopRite
oh
all
my
year.
God. Yeah, so,
It's
oh my
6,000
God.
signatures with
Yeah,
only 500
Oh
people
my
voting.
It's been a long day, sorry. So 6,984 people voted for the governor this year. So we need to get 10% of that, which is basically 700. So my recommendation is anywhere between 900 and 1,000 signatures.
How many did we get last year?
883.
So we can do it.
I think we can do it. And I think if we start earlier, and I think if we have the support of the friends group, I think it'll be a little bit easier.
What we need is somebody like Diane who worked in the bus garage. Nobody works in the bus garage here, right?
No.
No.
Absolutely doable. And we can incorporate asking people. Hey, sorry
wait.
guys. Hey, Amanda.
Say it again,
it's Liz.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, so I was just thinking it's absolutely doable and we should start early, and I completely agree. And I think movies on the lawn might be a really great opportunity for that.
Yeah. More
Just for-
events, definitely.
Yeah, just to get people, like, as they come in August, those late kind of summer months, that we can get people as they come up, we can give them a little
Yep.
snack and kind of give them a little bit of hope and to get joined in. And then we also have, library sign-up card coming up that month. So I think there's a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah. It's actually too late by September. We need to submit all the signatures by July. So it's a smaller deadline. That's why my recommendation is to start in March.
Oh,
But in order for us to do that, we would need to get the ball rolling in terms of proposing the budget increase, what exactly is needed, meeting with the finance committee and the board voting on an entire budget.
Yeah.
So that's my recommendation. So my recommendation is that we're voting on the budget increase for next year, for this year.
We know how much we're asking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my recommendation.
Whatever I can do to support you.
Okay. All right. So Mary and I will start working on that then.
Perfect.
Great. Okay, just a few more things. We talked about the board training. Attached, I also provided a board training library policy that you need to adopt. I get it, like an acknowledgement in a sense that you understand this new trustee training law and that you are going to comply with it.
Yeah.
So this was taken right from RCLS, this sample education policy. I don't know if you guys want to read it and then at the next meeting come back and vote on it. I don't know how that works, but this is literally just a copy paste job from what RCLS provided.
As a policy.
It's a policy. Yeah.
So which committee is it? charter policies.
Operating.
Operating.
Yeah,
So that's
so they
Carol.
would go through Carol
Yeah.
and then you guys would then vote on it. Okay, so I'll forward this again to Carol and
Yeah.
follow up with her about this. Okay. Wanted to just share a few We Care What You Think cards and one really lovely email that I got from the patron last week. Okay, so Monroe Free Library has wonderful service and every person here makes you feel like you're at home. Thank you for your service. We do appreciate you. Monroe Free Library is absolutely great. The staff are always enthusiastic to help out and they make sure you get everything you need. Love the people.
All of them.
And the last one is it's cold almost always in the library.
I guess the staff would agree.
I would.
It's so hard. All Mary and I do all day is change that temperature up and down, up and down. Okay, and then I did get an email from a patron that I just wanted to share. Yes, okay. Hi Amanda, we are relatively new residents to Monroe, 3 years plus. We were happy to learn when we moved here from Minnesota that our town had a library. My husband and I are frequent patrons. I'm writing to say that given some of the recent book banning talk and activity in the country, and even here in New York, we support you and the staff at MFL, and we trust you to provide wide range of resources that all citizens of all ages have a right to expect in democracy. And we are not alone. I sincerely hope that none of this kind of activities affect your ability to do your job here in Monroe. But if it does, there are people in the community who will back you up. Thank you for doing the important work that you do. Best regards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
So that's a really nice email.
Yes.
Can I make a comment? I belong to a banned books club,
Oh.
and one of our members were reading banned books. One of our members went on our website and looked for a list of banned books
Mhm.
and couldn't find one.
Yeah.
So I know ALA has a
That
long
was
list
banned.
of banned books, so maybe we could put a link to the
Yeah.
banned books.
Sure, we can do
somewhere.
that.
That would be great.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was nice that someone went out of their way to
Yeah,
yes.
send a nice
And
email
and it's
to show that they
important these
support the
days
library.
to have that kind of
Yeah,
information.
nice
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I think that's all for me. Is there anything else? And does anyone have any questions about my report? No? All right, thank you.
Nice job.
All right, treasurer.
So as always, everything is in tip-top shape. However, for this month, I asked that we table financials. There was a presentation question at the bottom of, I don't know if anybody reviewed the budget report, but at the bottom, some of the math just didn't make sense. So we just want to touch base with the auditor because there's a reconciling item that has to do with the timing of when a payroll check went in, but the error, it's a question of whether it's only on a balance sheet item and it's really just a timing issue, but why is it flowing through in QuickBooks into the, essentially with the P&L, the financial statement. So we're gonna follow up on it, and as soon as we have it for you, we'll get it out the door.
And we're up to date with the rest of the
I
financials.
believe so. Aren't we? Did we,
Yeah,
I believe in the minutes last month.
Yeah,
we
I
voted.
don't
No,
remember.
we didn't vote on them last
We
month
couldn't
because we didn't have a quorum.
we didn't have a
Quorum.
quorum. But the month before we did.
Yes, so it's just
Okay, so it's
November
November
and December that need to
So-
get voted on.
So both are gonna be affected by this change.
Okay,
Right.
So we might as well just table both.
all right.
So I make a motion that we table the financials for November and December.
I
So we
second.
have a chance to confer with the auditor.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor? Okay, unanimous.
But that being said, everything else, warrants, everything else, we're good to go. So not to worry, right, tip top shape.
All right, great. Standing committees, nominating, since Diane isn't here, Amanda, do you know about that woman who was
I haven't
interested?
heard anything.
And you haven't seen her either?
No, I haven't seen her either, no.
That's unfortunate,
Yeah.
because we really need members.
Yeah.
Okay, buildings and grounds. Susan says she's willing to take over the chair.
I sent you my summary.
Yes, right. So you, but I haven't got it with me.
No, don't worry.
So there's nothing, we're still working on the outside, right? Or
Yeah,
we're
'cause
giving
that's-
up on that?
No, I thought that was still sort of in progress because we were getting like some additional. But like things were really fuzzy because we're not sure what's gonna happen in the long range.
Yeah, I know,
So,
it's
yeah,
a
that's kinda
difficult
where it sits,
situation, yeah. All
I'd
right,
still like to suggest to maybe fix the flashing, repair the flashing above the windows, if nothing
least.
else.
Yeah.
And so that will stop that type of leaking.
Yeah, I mean, my thought was that, you know, if it's gonna take a while for us to come up with like a long range plan and all that architect stuff, that we have some emergency repairs that need to be done.
yeah,
Like,
Right.
now,
But the problem that we ran into at the last time we talked about this is that they want to rip everything off and do it again. It's not a quick fix.
No.
It's a very expensive permanent fix.
Yes.
So that's where we were. Where we left off last was to speak with a building inspector and get their opinion on it. And forgive me, I haven't had the chance to do that yet, but that's where we left off last with that.
yeah, I mean, another option would be to speak to a contractor and, you know, with a different focus. You know, the last time we had somebody in, it was like to fix the hardy board. A different focus would be what emergency repairs need to be done now in order to make sure that the library doesn't actually physically degrade. And to quote those, you know, like, so like if there's issues with things that are already leaking, we know that things are exposed. At a minimum, I mean, it's ridiculous. At a minimum, should we be tarping this place? You know, you know, that kind of stuff. But I think that it's we need an outside contractor to tell us
Like I suggest.
what must be done now.
what was that, Casey?
Might I suggest clear tarp?
Clear
Much
tarp, yeah.
nicer.
You don't have to make them blue with
No,
the.
exactly.
Just to get us through until we figure out what it is that we
Yeah.
want to do, because otherwise it could be, I don't know. when we're gonna decide
Yeah,
that
it's a
we have
very
to-
amorphous thing with something that's difficult to get your
I agree. I think
hand
that's
on.
what it's
a concrete direction.
Yeah. And so in terms of, if that's okay, I mean, in terms of, you know, contacting a contractor, like, to look at the place and give us a quote. Or does Amanda do that, or do we do that together? I don't know how this works.
I've done it both ways, so I don't know. I guess it's whatever your preference is.
I'm perfectly willing to allow you to do that. But if you would rather have help with it, I'm perfectly willing.
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely want to get more than one, obviously.
Yeah.
So that might be helpful for us to coordinate and.
Do we have
divvy
contractors
it
that
up.
we normally work with? Do we have? And so it would be fresh.
Yeah,
So that's okay.
yeah.
And are we talking about a contractor who is into buildings or just the contractor who does repairs and?
This would make sense for payers, right? I mean,
I guess so. I mean, I'm not an expert on
Yeah.
this, but what, I mean, I hate to defer. I can ask my husband.
There you go.
Because he is an expert on this stuff, you know, so he can let us know what type of contractor we should talk to. for
Mhm.
This type of,
right,
like I
there's
had
gotta be
him come
something in
over.
the middle.
yeah, I had him come over to look at it
yeah.
initially, just to let us know what we should be doing.
Right.
You saw like the
Right.
windows.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he can at least let us know
Yeah.
who we should, not individuals we should talk to, but what type of contractor,
Right.
and then,
What kind of expertise?
yeah,
they
and
need.
then we will do the research and find the contractor.
Right.
So I can, he'll have fun, that will be good.
Okay, bylaws, Terry has,
Yeah,
the changes here.
We talked about changes at the last meeting, and I revised the email that I had sent out before, and changed it to reflect Netta's suggestions of just the rewording of Article 4, Section 5, under Recording Secretary. You can see on the right-hand side where the original wording is crossed out and replaced with, upon acceptance, the original should be given to the executive director to hold as a permanent hard copy and in an online file, referring to the minutes. So we changed that. And then down below under corresponding secretary, we've made the exact same change there, just to cover all the bases. And under quorum, under articles, a bit, I added another section, section 5, 6, and 7 are expanded to cover the resolution for video conferencing a little more clearly and better, and that's what that's all about. Other than that, those are the changes that I would like to make a motion that we make in the bylaws, and if there's any discussion or questions.
I have a question that might be silly, but a meeting shall not be called to order unless there is a quorum. So when we don't have a quorum, we still have a meeting, it's just not officially called to order? How does that
Yeah,
work?
Not an official meeting.
It's like a committee meeting, actually.
Yeah.
As in, it's not part of open meeting laws, it's not part of public record, it's just a committee meeting.
But we have been taking
We
minutes.
do have
just-
minutes for it, but
But it's not, we can't,
But you don't necessarily
can't
need to
take any
log the
votes,
minutes
yeah.
as a,
we can't have any motions, yeah.
like, the essential minutes would be, meeting not called to order due to lack of quorum,
Yeah,
and then that's it, and then anything below that would be like, just notes for general use.
yeah, just so we know
It's not
what,
an official record thing.
what we discussed.
so if there's no further discussion, that's the motion.
One other discussion point, and I know it was brought up last time, but
Okay.
beautifully done.
Yes.
Just really.
Yeah, she put a lot of time into it.
Thanks.
That's what Netta said too, she said she knew how difficult it was.
Thank you.
Well, you always do great work. So are you making a motion, and do we have a
I
second?
make a motion.
John seconds, all those in favor of the bylaws change? All right, it's unanimous.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it for
Bylaws, okay, finance?
So, economy is abysmal. Took a gander at our unrealized gain account, and I think finance committee is going to meet on other investment opportunities aside from the money that we just shifted around with regard to the CDs. We also have other investment accounts. I think we have Tricontinental and 2 others.
Yeah,
Right.
it's Tricontinental and what's the other one?
Lake Mesa,
Yeah,
Clear Bridge.
yeah, Clearbridge, right.
So
When is that meeting?
I have not scheduled it. This is hot off the presses. This is literally
All right.
as of 45 minutes ago.
Let
So,
me know. I'll be there.
Absolutely,
Can.
absolutely.
Can I ask Casey something?
Absolutely.
Where are we with the CDs?
We are, I just got off the
I'm not
phone,
aware.
right, I
Okay.
just got off the phone with, the Chip today, Chip Taylor. He sent me a DocuSign, so I'm gonna review it. We each get an individual code. So what happens is he gave me my code. I have your codes, Mary and Pat. He's gonna email you your
I
code.
have my
You have your
code,
code. So
but I
I,
need to get to my
right.
email. and
well, the
review it,
document,
I
so the way
gotta
he
do
said
that.
it works is the document comes to me, I review it, I sign off on it, DocuSign off of it, then it goes to the next person. And then it trickles through, and then when it's official, it's a done deal.
What's the person's name?
Chip Taylor.
And how much are we transferring?
You said, didn't we say,
I don't think we decided at that meeting.
no, we didn't decide, you're right, we didn't decide at that meeting. So we'll have to make that decision. There's $249 in that account.
Which is fine.
Right.
We're able to do up to 250 in any one of the
Right,
vehicles. So
Where's that account?
key bank.
did we want to stagger that 250 into smaller chunks over the timeline? Is that what you guys
That's what we
discussed?
discussed, yes.
So are you going to transfer 249,000, or are you going to leave cushion at Key Bank or another bank account close by? Should we need that money?
Well, I thought that was the purpose of the staggering.
Completely agree. I thought that was the whole.
But what if we needed it tomorrow, not in 3 months? You know what I mean?
Is that all of our cash reserves?
Well, yeah, we have operating money.
Right.
Right.
That's it. We have our money market operating,
Right.
and that's just extra money.
Right. So
Right.
this is the extra money. We have more than enough to cover our expenses for the foreseeable year. No.
We do,
And then so.
we do. And then we're
even-
gonna have a lot
so
left
even
over
if
from
something
that.
happened tomorrow
Right.
that took $85,000, $100,000 within 3 months, that first segment would come due. We still have more than enough to cover it. I think we're okay.
We're gonna have a lot of money at the end of February. When we
Right.
get our next check.
When we get our
Right,
next
exactly.
taxpayer check.
Yeah, so I
Right.
don't think it's an
Okay.
issue
So
whatsoever.
you just wanna close out key bank.
Yeah, I would assume so, and it's fine. They'll be happy to get our business back when we come back.
And
Thank
we
you.
still have another key bank.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't, I don't think there's any concern for conservatism in that regard. I mean,
Thank
does
you.
anyone else feel differently about it, but I don't think that there's an issue.
All right,
Okay,
so we're looking to a finance committee
correct, so
and just.
finance committee meeting to follow.
All right, let me just let
think I'm on
everyone
that.
know
That's one of the ones I want to do.
Cool,
who's on the finance committee.
welcome aboard.
Finance is, Terry, Netta, John, and Susan, plus me, and of course Casey is chair.
Perfect. So everyone but Nakula and
Sure.
Diane.
Diane,
And Carol.
Okay.
like that, okay. And I'll keep you guys.
What'd you say about Diane?
Diane's
She's
on it.
not on finance.
No.
Right.
So I said,
Oh.
other than those 3 people, it's everyone else.
Oh, it is, okay, all right. Okay.
Was it a comment one way or the other? I'm not saying which way the wind's blowing. Getting my
Okay.
bearings.
All right, let me find the agenda again through all my pile of papers that I
Fundraising.
Yeah, fundraising, our bête noire. Definitely our bête noire.
Were we gonna try to do something with the first yard sale in terms of
Yes.
fundraising?
We are.
Yes,
That's under PR. Friends.
okay, so we'll bypass fundraising and go to grants, which I don't think we have any information on right now.
Isn't there like some grant was supposed to open up?
Yeah, the Dollar General grant opened. I haven't had a chance to look at the application yet, but it was supposed to open up in January. Yeah.
Okay. And library operating, we are going to have to go into executive session to cover some things under library operating, so we're gonna have to move to the conference room, right?
Yeah.
So, Amanda, I'm inviting you into the executive session. The rest of you are gonna have to be patient. We will do our best to keep it short. So let's move in that direction.
Okie dokie.
Oh, we're
But
on.
Yeah.
first of
Yeah,
all,
to
we
be-
have to have a vote
Yeah, there you go.
We have to
to
Make a
move
motion
into
to go into-
executive session.
I vote that we move into executive session.
make the
Seconds,
motion. I'll second.
Terry seconds, all in favor? All right, we are going into executive session at
56.
8:56.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Give us that.
See? Feels good to stand up anyways.
No, of course not. Are you staying, Joanne? Are you going? I'm going. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'll pick that up. Whose is it?
That's mine. Thank you.
I got it. Oh,
I got it.
Jesus.
Yeah, let's talk.
Amanda Sue.
so that was Jerry. Hey, how's it going? What's up? Isn't it past your bedtime? It is. I don't know. You know what I thought they were? Must be cotton. I thought it was like a blanket. They must be using it for something. Joanne. Joanne. Oh, is it over? Oh, not really. They'll be back. There won't be much after. I get it.
mess up my water. Cool.
Wash my pants while I wait.
Yeah, thank you.
Are they all up
Who's
there?
she?
Are they there?
Who's this lady?
That's Mike. Well, that's Amanda. That's this computer. This
Okay.
computer. And Sue's on there.
I'm still here.
Love your sticky face. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
No,
put
that's
that
okay.
there.
You can leave your bag there. That's fine.
New shoes?
I got them a while ago, a couple months ago. I don't like the way it's kind of wink here.
Somebody speaking?
I don't know what that is.
Melanie left?
Yeah, that one left.
I thought these were open blankets.
Well, you could make a blanket. If you're cold, Joanne, you go right ahead. You make yourself a little blanket. It'll keep you warm. What time? They went in 8:56. So
They went in there 9 o'clock?
8:56. 8:56. 37 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have any idea when you're going to do vacation this year?
Well, I'm coming, I come to get Friday for my movie. I got people I signed in, I left it for you.
You left it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I put it back in the.
I had a crazy day. I did the payroll at home, and then when I came back, we pretty
What you
much
come back
went to the department meeting. And that went till like 4:30. And then I was trying to get a couple things ready for Casey for tonight. And so it was 5 o'clock. I didn't even get to look at anything in my inbox today.
That's
So
not
tomorrow's
bagel
gonna
in the
be
kitchen, is it?
what?
You're not eating a bagel in the kitchen, are you? Somebody's eating a bagel in the kitchen. Is that your bagel on the table?
No.
No? Somebody left the bagel
I
in
took
there.
2 bagels home with me earlier.
Yeah, somebody left
So
that.
I went home at dinner and came up.
No, somebody-
This whole day has been busy.
Somebody left the bagel in the kitchen.
What are you looking for, Joanne?
I have so many pockets on this coat.
It's a nice coat.
I can't
Nice and
find-
warm.
I gotta show you the purple one I bought. When I went,
Oh, that's nice. So
Well,
I didn't go have.
I didn't go Christmas shopping because Carol had it, so we really didn't have it.
Right.
But we were in Land's End and they
Oh,
had
nice,
something similar to
nice.
this.
Where is the lamp at?
We went to Jersey.
Oh.
Katina had to return something.
That's my coat is a lamp.
She got something in the mail, but she had to return it. And they had something similar to this. It's purple. I have to wear it.
They have nice, very good
It was
coats.
$2.49 and I got it for $1.19.
Oh,
it was
man,
on
that's
sale.
a good sale.
It's just nothing different. It's like the same. It's
Yeah.
purple.
Waterproof?
It's
Probably the
a
waterproof.
down one.
Nice,
A down.
nice.
I told her it was too hot.
Yeah, I know. You don't need
I
that.
said we don't walk,
Right.
so why would I
right,
need it? And if I do walk, I don't need anything heavier than
Well,
this.
you run hot all the time. What do you need a heavy coat for?
said she was like this. She said she ran in, put a book out, and
That's what you should do.
and I was standing there where Rocco's was.
Oh, hello? Yeah, yeah. That's right. I agree with you. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. I hope so. Yes, right. That's right, no, I agree, yeah. Doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah, yeah.
Are you cold? Or you ready to go home?
Yeah. I'll talk to you, I'll see you in the morning.
You're cold and you're tired.
No, believe me, I
I am.
get it.
I'm ready to go home.
All right, have a good night. Okay, bye.
Is she home?
She's on her way home, but she's still, she's mad. What time did you go to bed? You don't go to bed. Oh, you're so full blown. You're a night owl.
I want bologna.
You're a night owl.
Now I'm gonna go home with bologna sandwich.
Yeah, sorry. You'll have to stop at the deli on the way
Yes, I'll
home
have
there,
to stop and
Joanne.
get a bologna
And pick up a chocolate cake while you're at it. I think you should bring cake in tomorrow.
Pick up a chocolate cake.
It's Tuesday, let's have a cake.
I gave them, I saved her a slice. And she-
Yes.
I said to her, your son? She says, nope, no more, it's for me.
Yeah.
So I said, you want me to give him a piece? She said,
You're
nope.
so nice.
She said, I'm having it.
You're very generous.
I said, okay. I had her
That was
piece, but I
very
gave it to the mailman.
You even gave something to the mailman, well, you should celebrate, you know.
You ever see the mailman, the young boy? So small.
The US Postal,
I give him, every time he comes, I give him a bag of candy, cookies, and I give him a piece of chocolate cake. And then
Oh,
Thursday,
Joanne,
I said, how was the cake?
you must be his favorite stop.
I said to Diane, he's gonna be diabetic, fat, and have no teeth next to him.
He won't get through the door.
I said, how was the cake? He said, delicious. He said, thank you. I said, it's not every day we have chocolate cake. Sorry, I'm sorry. So I have a bag of candy now. I put it home. I won't give it.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't come today.
No?
No. Yeah.
He doesn't know.
No, I don't think he knows about that. Yeah.
Maybe your friend told him not to get in the back door.
Okay, we have to come back into session or something? Yeah, we voted to go out of executive session at 9:40. And now I'd like a vote to go into regular session. Motion. Carrie makes a motion. Nicola seconds, all in favor? Okay, who are we missing? Casey?
I'm here.
We just
All right,
voted.
so,
Sorry.
long range planning, Nicola?
Terry had connected with Victor Dadras.
Yeah.
So he met with some of us via Zoom, and then he came in person, and he also submitted a proposal too. The architect from Virginia also submitted a proposal before. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to see it. We should probably.
I saw pictures.
It was just an email, it wasn't like a
Oh,
formal
that's right.
proposal,
You're right,
right?
you're right,
It was
yeah.
just like an
It was an
email.
email. And then there was a subsequent email in regard to, after I expressed concerns about the number, it's basically saying, well, we could change it and we could be flexible on that.
Yeah.
Dad just, sent us something, we can forward that to everybody on the board. But it looks like that proposal was under, I would say like 70,000.
68, 600.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
So that's good news. I think we recently got it, so we need to meet as a committee, meet with the board, talk about it, follow up with questions for Victor and what was his brother's name? Robert, and see which direction we want to go next. I'm still encouraging us to follow up with other architects. If anybody has names of other people, you can give a call and get other options. In the meantime, we'll look over the Badgers proposal and take it from there. But I will I'll forward it to everybody, so if you have questions, you can all streamline it and talk to Badgers during another, perhaps Zoom or something.
Yeah.
Certainly was very complete, the price per hour and
Each
so you-
phase, right,
It was pretty thorough, I thought.
yeah.
How did it go?
Also
I had to leave.
helpful. What?
I had to leave when he was here in person. How did the rest of it go?
It went well.
Yeah,
I think it was very productive, definitely worth spending a little time with them
Yeah,
in person. It was very different in person. than
very
it was-
different.
yes, I think we all felt that way.
Yeah.
So I guess long range planning will have to have a meeting in the next couple of weeks to pursue this and get back to Victor and Robert. I think you told me before
We
Tuesday.
sent a note to them, thanking them.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I saw
did.
that was a good idea.
Yeah, well, it sort of went over my head, and then when Nakula responded, I said, oh man, I should do something.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, that was nice of him to take his time out and do that, and then
Yeah,
be so quick with getting, back some kind of proposal to us.
Yeah.
and very, very thorough. I'm impressed by the thoroughness of it, it's very concrete.
So I'd like to pick it apart and come up with some questions and
Yeah.
be able to get back to them. As far as long range plan committee, to refresh my memory, Tuesdays was a decent day for people.
Yeah.
Not
Early
Mondays,
in the day.
early on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon, so, okay.
We
All right.
could, as long as it's before like 4 o'clock.
Oh,
Oh,
well, then it
yeah.
could still be a Tuesday afternoon then.
Yeah, that would be better for me. I work in the archives in Pearl River and we've been going on Tuesdays, meeting on Tuesdays. So I could leave at 2 because I only have one more week. I'm going tomorrow and,
And then you're going to Florida.
yeah.
Right.
And then it won't make any difference.
Right.
I'll be sitting there in the sun while I.
You could potentially Zoom for the meeting as well, though.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
possible too.
So
Oh,
when you're
yeah.
saying your availability is like after 2 p.m.,
That would
you're
be
saying you have
good.
to be done by 4?
So we
Yeah.
made it 3. Would that work? Or no?
No,
No,
because I need to be done by 3:30.
You need to be done by 2:30 to 3:30?
Right, well, after next week, it's not gonna matter, because you're gonna be in
Yeah,
Florida,
right,
so.
right. So if you do it in a couple of weeks,
2 weeks Tuesday. I'll put an email out for 2 weeks
Okay.
Tuesday. Okay.
Do a removal.
all right. Well, we're making progress. As Amanda and I said this afternoon, this is just the very beginning of the beginning, and we're all gonna have to get a feeling for it, how we, feel about the different people we speak to and what they offer us, and then we gotta think about how we're gonna fund it. Long way to go. Public relations, Miss Teresa.
Okay, we are making progress sort of with the Friends. I sent out a poll asking when people could come. About half of them responded and most people were available on January 25th for a meeting, so that's when I scheduled it. We got, 6:30 January 25th, which is a Wednesday here. And we have 5 people right now signed up for it, not including me, John, and Nicola.
John, you have a conflict, you're doing a program here, at that same time,
Oh,
about the universe.
okay,
Yeah,
John.
I might have messed up my times.
Yeah.
What time is my program?
Your program is,
I thought I had sufficient time.
Is he gonna get the room instead of me?
yeah, you have the room.
Is there any way we
Is-
can synergize the two topics?
Is life in the universe on at 6 p.m.
Oh, boy.
On the 25th.
Okay, you're right here.
Life in the universe and also this library.
Well, actually,
Francis at
oh, right
6:30.
now, I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Friends is at 6:30.
Yes.
Right. So we'll be meeting up front.
That's fine.
Okay.
So, it's a little discouraging that only a few people responded to the poll, and I didn't have time to make a lot of phone calls. So, because of the holidays.
Yeah,
oddly
yeah.
enough.
Right.
But we're just gonna keep going, I think, just keep moving forward and work with the people that show up as they show up. And Susan is definitely one of them. Margot is another. Carolyn did respond. She's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, I texted her and she said she lost it over Christmas too.
Yeah.
She meant to
Yeah.
respond.
Brooke and Peggy are also coming. So
Oh,
that's
great.
a good group.
Yeah.
It's a good group of people that I think are pretty interested in helping. So,
Okay.
but people that didn't reply, Rochelle Marshall still has a problem coming at night. So she would have probably come again. She also said she has two friends who are also interested, but they can't drive at night either. So I'll bring that up at the friends meeting. But anyway, the thing we're going to be talking about is fundraising. And at the last friends meeting, they suggested having a book sale in conjunction with the yard sale. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Oh, yay! So we'll set up two big tables. They suggested 2 6-foot tables, and we're going to start collecting and holding books in our garages for this sale because we don't have storage space here. That's kind of what we discussed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Carolyn can store them in our garage when we're gone.
Yeah, that's
The
a good
car will
idea.
be there, but, and I still have the leftovers from last year's, so I could put those out where you
I
all
have
see
books in
them.
my attic and books
Yeah,
in my
well, I'll
garage
be
too.
back
So
by then anyway, but.
plenty of books. So that's where we're at with public relations and the Friends group.
Carrie, could you do a Zoom meeting with Rochelle Marshall and her friends?
I probably could. I'll bring it
That
up.
might make it
I
easier.
will bring it up.
Yeah,
I will
that's a good
definitely.
idea.
Oh, by the way, Terry,
Mm-hmm.
I need to amend my response. I can't make it.
All right, I'll take you right off that list.
Sure, now gets all it.
His heart's in the right place, but his body's
Brain
yeah,
cells,
the wrong.
yes,
You can't clone yourself. I mean,
boy, do I wish I could.
okay. Anyway, that's it.
Okay, so the next one is the ad hoc committee on board goals that Terry and I were working on. We didn't go any further, but we had talked about having a party in January for the staff. You said next week was not good. It's not gonna be good for me most
Right,
likely.
you're gonna be gone, right? Or you're leaving?
The 20th, but
Right, yeah, no, I think next week is fine. This week is the computer class, so the following week would be okay, but if that's not gonna work for you.
When are you coming back? April?
yeah, April. Well, we could do
Yeah,
something.
the
next-
18th is fine. We don't have anything going on in the morning then.
You wanna try that, Terry? Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So anybody else available on the 18th in the morning to come?
That's a Wednesday?
Yeah,
What time is it?
9? Is that
I
what
think
we,
we did 9:30, right?
9:30?
Usually we go Westchester or Jersey on Wednesdays.
I think I can come as a staff party.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we did the last time, like a little
Yeah.
mixer, like a breakfast, like little mixer thingy, just a way to socialize and.
yeah.
Donuts.
No,
That's
you.
I
it
had
is.
really
Roll
good
like
donuts.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, with bagels.
Where the donuts at?
We did bagel and donuts and all that.
I don't know. Where
I
did
didn't
like
get
it.
them.
you did?
No.
Oh,
You didn't what?
the new
I didn't
donut shop. There's a new donut shop in town somewhere.
Oh, really?
Were you talking about daylight?
Dave's,
donuts?
yeah,
Daylight,
Daylight.
yeah.
Yes, so Dave's is
No,
daylight.
I
donuts.
know.
There's a new one on Main Street also.
Well, that's
There is?
Bossy Bakery.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Are they?
Yeah, she-
Yeah, they're
Oh,
gluten free,
yeah.
which, really, yeah,
They have gluten-free options, yeah.
yeah, really nice.
Okay, so the 18th, so I'll let the staff know.
Okay,
Yeah, right
Now,
on Lake Street over, right
can
behind
the-
China Pizza.
board have a fund in order to pay for this, so we don't have to,
Say it again? I mean, yeah, well, so last time we did this, I took care of it for you guys and it just got put under our other expenses.
okay.
Fine.
All right. I don't wanna be hitting the board up for a few bucks every
Yeah,
Every
time we
meeting.
turn around.
yeah.
We're getting a collection plate for the board meeting.
Yeah, right. has the basket.
Stacker.
Yeah.
You can tell you're Catholic.
Oh, yeah.
We're not fancy,
I'm the
we're gonna
same
get
way.
somebody to
I'm
donate a
thinking
little
of the
basket.
basket.
Okay,
Not
so
that
nine,
anybody
9:30,
recognized me over
9:30,
there.
9:30 or 10?
What?
9:30 or 10?
9:30.
9:30.
Okay, all right, I'll let the board know. The
All
staff
right.
know.
And I'll pick up the coffee on the way downhill. Save you a trip, and where should I get bagels there too?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Or bagels and donuts?
Sure. You can do one, I can do the other, that's fine. I don't have a preference.
Well, where are you gonna go?
I'll probably go to Bagel Boys. It's on my way back from Washingtonville. So it's easier for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think the staff prefers? Just bagels in the morning?
I like both. I think
like those.
they
I thought
have,
people
they have a
did
sweet
those.
tooth. Yeah, yeah,
All right, so how many should I get? A dozen?
yeah, that's fine.
A dozen
Yeah.
sorted?
Yeah.
Okay. Why have you got that grin on your face? Are you?
I may make it.
Just
Okay,
offer the
so-
donuts, that's all you have to do.
That's it.
That's where I went wrong with my friend's meeting.
What was that? No food?
See, if you
Yeah.
had bagels and donuts, I would have been here.
Yeah, we gotta remember that, Terry. Okay, so old business, new business.
So it says professional development.
No, you hadn't noticed that, right?
Anybody?
I did some.
Oh, all
Like,
right.
our CLS had, like a training session for, let's call them beginner trustees, which, you know,
Oh,
I
really?
really am. And so I went to it.
Great.
Yes, and they're supposed to send you guys.
A certificate?
Yeah.
Okay.
They should send
yeah.
it to you.
You should have
No, they
gotten
said
it.
they're gonna send it to
Oh, to me?
Oh, really?
When did you do it?
last month.
Oh, okay, then they'll send it to me.
Terrific.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Okay,
very
great.
glad you noticed that.
Yeah.
Look,
Few of us are certified in sexual harassment.
yes, this is very true. Yes. So everybody be careful.
Because we're certified.
Okay, new business, nothing, good and welfare, anybody got anything? No? All right,
Claire's home for the winter. For,
Oh,
you know,
she
for winter
is?
break, yeah.
Oh, good. Have her come over.
Yeah.
I sent her a card, I don't know if
All
she
the
got it.
grandbabies are good, new and old, all the grandbabies.
How are the grandbabies doing? Grandbabies are
yes.
wonderful.
Good.
He's
Thank you.
4 years old and causing trouble.
Right on time.
All right, can we have a call for adjournment?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Who seconds? Susan seconds. All in favor? All right, thank you for another great meeting.